think I'm live. I clicked the button, so I should be. I'm just checking the channels, make sure that they are in fact live. Yep. And Twitch, yeah. Yes, I am. Okay. Okie dokie. So, super sorry about the interruption for, well, myself when I rewatch this. Yeah, I just had to do class. So now I'm back just to finish her up. And we do happen to have some great news.
Shall we go, Uni?
And that I actually acquired her at the end of the stream. I just threw levels into her. I threw a few too many into this ability by accident. The fact that I did that is just a drain on, is a waste of resources most likely. But I can do what I damn well please. Also, I did that for the rollings. Oh, actually, I did forget something. Because the entire reason I did that roll again was because of the Grave Season Pass. Because I do have the Grave Season Pass. 2 Grave is down here. Okay.
I've used every skill I can recall to repair my body. It's far from perfect, but we can at least fight together now.
Yeah.
Cinderella said I looked beautiful, and that's all that matters.
Eventually I'll get the Cinderella skin, and I'll definitely get the Gotcha skin when I'll get paid next. But I have recently been working on a Nikke cosplay. For one of the few Nikke that I can cosplay without needing to make too many modifications. Alright. So now that we have Gotcha skin, mission pass skin, Gotcha skin, new character. We need the who's our fuck's gonna be today? Someone with just a high DPS that I don't care if they burst. I mean, none of these guys are gonna burst. So I'm gonna choose Mary here for the simple reason of skill 2. All allies. Did they buff that? Because I could have sworn that used to be a 30-second and that used to be a 15-second. If that... Oh my god, that's actually even more crazy. Yeah, hell yeah, every 5 seconds stick it in. Yeah, so this will be great. Oh, this will be great. And attacks on land, full charge for all allies. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. She won't do anything, but she just makes everyone stronger. All right, let's do it.
Bubbles at the ready.
Bubbles. I also did finish eating, so I can actually pay full attention. Yeah, I wanted to at least make sure the only person without a cool skin now is Mihara.
Looks like you've finally calmed down a bit.
Gluttony seems to be consumed by pain. Its body shaking violently and stiffening.
Even a big old rapture like you has its limits when it comes to pain, huh?
I'm just going to point out the fact that raptures can feel pain as interesting. That was very interesting, and move on from there for now. Uni's arms, which have been holding Gluttony's mouth open, begin to creak.
Uni. It's exerting a lot of force, isn't it?
Uni nods her head.
Shall I help you lift this?
Uni shakes her head.
You can handle it? You're incredible, Uni. I know it must be tough, but you're holding up well.
Uni looks at her creaking arms. The force is immense, but she can't let go. Because the moment she does, 2 lives will be in danger. Uni suddenly feels as if the weight pressing down on her is that of 2 lives. And then she remembers the way she frivolously threw words around when taking countless lives. If she were to bear the weight of all the lives lost to her thoughtless words back then, just how heavy would it be? In that instant, Uni feels the unbearable weight of her sins. She now realizes the full weight of that promise she made then. The promise that she would do anything. The greater her realization, the greater the weight of her sins upon her shoulders. It crushes her, suffocates her.
Uni.
Uni looks at Mahara.
It's okay. You're not alone. I'm here to bear the burden with you. That's why I gain this strength. So, let's save them. Let's rescue those who see our presence as a gift. The ones who consider us friends. If we keep saving them all, one by one, maybe someday, we'll be able to find the path to redemption. I'll be right there with you, Uni, until we reach the end of that path. So don't be afraid. Anyway, I wonder if Mori managed to convince Siren. What's with all this shaking?
From inside Gluttony's mouth, 2 small bubbles pop out.
Bubbles?
The 2 tiny bubbles float toward Uni and Mihara's ears and whisper.
Uni! Mihara!
Siren?
Get back!
Uni!
Mihara quickly pulls out the pendulum and retreats along with Uni. Just as they made their escape, a massive water bubble shoots out of Gluttony's mouth.
Wow!
The bubble plunges into the ocean, and then,
Uni, get down!
as Mihara pulls Uni down, silver liquid pours down from the sky.
Don't worry.
Mihara opens her eyes. A massive purple bubble spreads out above Uni and Mihara like an umbrella, shielding them from the silver rain. At the center stands Little Mermaid and Mori. Hey!
I won't let anything hurt you. Ever.
Siren.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
A few minutes earlier.
Siren? Oh? Do I really have to fire this thing? Uh-huh.
Mori nervously looks at the bubble gun in her hand.
Let me make sure I've got this right. The bubble bullet containing the crystals is loaded in here. And once I pull the trigger, it'll fly straight towards the core, right? Aha! And while you do that, I'll send this entire space up to the surface. That way, we can protect ourselves from any unforeseen dangers the crystals might pose.
Smart. I was wondering why you weren't going to do that earlier. Oh no, Siren was just acting self-righteous.
You're going to bring up this entire area? That's why I need your help. The moment I make this space float, that's when you fire that gun. That way, the bullet will hit the core at the same time we surface.
That is great timing, too.
But what if I mess up? What if I miss the core?
Then everyone dies.
It's okay. The bullet will find its mark.
Little Mermaid, you are a lot nicer than me. It is the broadside of a barn, though.
I guarantee it. In other words, even if I miss, you'll use your kotodama to make sure it lands where it should.
What? But that's not how kotodama works. You can't talk to a bullet and tell it to hit its target.
All right then.
Mori positions herself under the bubble tree, where she has the clearest view of Gluttony's core.
I'm ready. Let me know when I need to shoot.
You know, I never actually saw the core when I was in the area. Little Mermaid closes her eyes and gives a command to every bubble in the surrounding area.
All together now. Let's rise to the surface.
With a powerful tremor, the space encased in the bubbles begins to float.
Mori, now!
Mori locks her eyes onto Gluttony's floating red core.
Here goes nothing.
She pulls the trigger. The bullet ejects from the bubble gun, pierces through the bubble wall, and heads straight for Gluttony's core.
Siren! Hit your mark.
I guess Siren really is the strongest Kotodama user. She can infect inanimate objects.
I thought I was gonna die back there.
Mori collapses onto the ground.
What about the crystals?
We made sure it hit Gluttony's core. We saw it start to expand.
That's not a good sound. The formerly paralyzed Gluttony starts to slowly lurch about.
I guess that wasn't quite enough to do the trick.
Yes, but it looks like it had no effect.
Little Mermaid points to Gluttony's mouth. Inside its gaping maw, countless crystals continuously form and dissolve into the silver liquid. Oh!
Looks like it chowed down on those crystals, all right.
Oh, yeah.
We must eliminate Gluttony once and for all before the silver liquid completely dissolves the crystals. So,
Yeah.
I'd like to ask, will you fight by my side?
Little Mermaid turns around. Littler Mermaid? Okay, text.
As if you had to ask.
Huh?
Of course we're with you. That's why we came here.
Cuckoo! Yeah. Don't be silly and ask such an obvious question.
You really are Crow and Snow White's child.
I already told you. We're all coming back alive.
The Little Mermaid is surrounded by friends who risked their lives to save her. Friends who are unbreakable.
You're right! We're all making it out of here alive. Let's win this together. All right. Encounter!
They said it! Alright, let's kill this fucker. Down with Nurgle and his children! I mean, yeah.
All your might toward the light.
I'm going all out.
Shine brightly for my radiant sun.
I placed the wrong person in that spot. I should have had me. Whatever. My mistake.
How do I look now, Prince? Am I beautiful?
Yes, you are. Gluttony roars at the ground.
Doesn't this thing ever get tired? It's taken one heck of a beating, and it's still making such intense vibrations.
The core is certainly holding up better than we expected. It isn't breaking apart like we thought it would. Maybe the core has gotten weak, and there's not enough energy reaching the crystals.
If only we could throw some kind of bait to make the core expand and the crystals grow larger. Bait! Ah! I've got just the thing!
I don't like the sound of that.
What? Oh, you mean the AA pillar?
Okay.
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that thing.
Clearly I did too.
Since it's already been melted by the silver liquid, it should be absorbed quickly.
If we feed that to the core, the crystals should grow much larger.
Uh-huh.
Because there'll be more energy to absorb. Okay.
Well then, let's get this thing to open wide, so you can feed it a little treat.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah, that's cute. Mori fires a barrage of bullets at Gluttony's battered body. Its tentacles try to burrow into the ground to avoid the bullets. But Uni grabs a hold of them, preventing the beast from retreating underground.
Nice going, Uni.
Miara swings her whip toward Gluttony and lodges the pendulum firmly into its body. Gluttony spews silver liquid into the air.
Watch out!
Spread out.
As the Little Mermaid whispers, an array of bubbles expand and shield the ground.
Don't you dare go around spewing such dangerous stuff.
Chain patterns appear on Mihara and Gluttony's body and begin to glow.
Shall we have another go at it together?
Mihara bites down on the inside of her cheek. For a brief moment, Gluttony freezes as if unable to withstand the pain.
Siren!
Oh! You want this pillar so badly? Come and get it!
As the Little Mermaid stretches her arms, bubbles brimming with the AA pillar's energy bloom in the air, and that is such a cool shot.
Everyone, step back!
Okay,
All right.
Mihara yanks out the pendulum. In a desperate fit, Gluttony opens its mouth wide and lunges toward the Little Mermaid, its colossal body scraping against the ground.
You want food?
Little Mermaid swings her hands, and the bubbles all fly toward Gluttony's core.
Then chew on this!
The power of a Grimm's 2 model, I guess. The silver liquid within the bubble seeps into the Gluttony's core. And then the E2 crystals absorb the energy surging forth from the core, causing them to rapidly expand.
Break apart!
At last, Gluttony's core shatters. Gluttony collapses to the ground. The crystals that filled its mouth shatter as well.
It's finally
No, it's not! It's never over! The underground vibrations grow fainter.
What's that? I think it's Gluttony's main body. Wait, you're telling me there's more to this thing?
No wonder I sensed something more when I exchanged senses with it. That must have been the connection to its main body.
You're right. When I was inside its throat, I used the bubbles to investigate. Gluttony consists of one massive main body with multiple mouths attached to it. The place where I was staying was inside the throat of one of those mouth organs.
Wait, what?
So, the core we just destroyed is the core of that mouth?
I'm afraid so.
So that's why you kept saying we were inside its throat and not its stomach.
Well, shit.
That's some rapture.
How can you still laugh at a time like this? What are we gonna do if that thing comes back? It won't. Judging by how faint those sounds are, it seems to have run away. So it severed one of its mouths and fled?
Just like the Nikke were told. They were remember when we got the crystal, we were told if it comes into contact with you, immediately take that part off or power that down so it doesn't destroy your entire body. So Gluttony, excuse me, Gluttony did that to his mouth.
It most likely ran away because its main body was about to be swallowed by the crystal.
Nice to know we had it against the ropes. Considering how it ran off with its tail tucked between its legs, I doubt it will be back anytime soon. It knows that this place is filled with his worst nightmare.
So what then?
Keep Siren away from the Ark at all costs. I don't think we want her mind and body broken like Graves was.
Did we win? Yes, we did. We won. We won. We won.
Mori collapses to the ground. Yoni also collapses.
Good job, everyone.
Siren, how does it feel to be back in the great outdoors after so long?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I guess it has been a long time for you.
It's been 70 years.
Yeah.
looks up at the sky. Instead of the familiar underwater scenery, a real sky comes into view.
Wow, the sun is rising.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Beyond the horizon, the sun slowly ascends, bathing the surroundings in a golden light.
It's breathtaking. The world is so beautiful.
You bet it is.
Oh, Mihara,
No anime cutscene?
Uni, Mori.
Tears flow from Little Mermaid's eyes.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Siren.
What are you crying for? Because I'm so thankful. I never thought I'd be able to see the sun again. To be able to set my feet on solid ground, breathe in fresh air. I didn't even dare dream of it. Siren.
I'm gonna put a pin in something just so I don't ruin this sweet moment, but remind me, someone or myself remind me to go back to this point later.
Thank you for saving me. For not giving up on me. For extending your hands out to me. Oh man, don't you cry. If you do, I'll start crying too. Oh.
Mori covers her face with her hands. Oh, Siren. I'm just curious which of these is going to be the lobby icon.
Don't cry, Mori.
Oh.
Don't you start laughing. Do you have any idea how worried I was? Don't you ever do that again. No more heroic sacrifices or any of that nonsense. Never again. You hear me? Yes. Okay.
Before the dazzling golden sunrise, a flustered little mermaid consoles Mori, who's wiping away her tears. Meanwhile, Uni simply gazes at the moving scene before her.
Uni. How are you feeling? How does it feel saving someone for the first time?
Uni looks back at her battered arms, then at Mori and Little Mermaid, who are laughing together.
Feels good? If you feel good, then so do I. You did great, Uni. All right, you two. That's enough moving around now. That girl. Isn't that one of your bubbles, Siren?
Oh?
Everyone looks in the direction Mihara's pointing and sees a girl with long pigtails made of purplish bubbles.
Those are the bubbles I sent to find Cinderella.
Little Mermaid reaches out toward the girl, but the bubbles disperse and eventually dissipate.
What's she doing here? Siren, over there. Look.
points behind Little Mermaid. We do get an anime cutscene! And shit, that's only one of the mouths. Oh, it's only Cinderella and Grave, though.
Siren? Cinderella? Well, what are you waiting for?
I really love the art style they do when they do these cutscenes.
Is it really you? It's warm. Cinderella! Cinderella! I missed you, Siren.
Tears.
Siren, it's Eve. Oh, Eve?
Oh, this is great.
Siren, it's a good thing you decided to stay alive, huh?
I feel like that's gonna get Cinderella. Look at her like, a bitch what? Unbreakable's here. I feel like some of the text needed another grammatical revision. Let's see the field.
Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills
It's
me with such joy.
Cinderella. This must be the place that's Siren. Yes, it
We
is.
finally met. My dream has come true.
Where's his grave? Over
I'll
here
be
with
leaving
me, huh?
soon. Thank you, everyone, for everything.
And no, that's Uni. Okay, so we're inside the actual ocean now.
Thank you, everyone, for everything.
To think that this is what... You will, Grave.
We
I'm sure of
finally
it.
met. My dream has come true. Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills me with such joy.
Or did they fall out? Aw.
Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills me with such joy.
Are you... I really don't like it when the event title screen is the lobby icon.
Thank you,
I don't know if that's like an unpopular
for
take, but
everything.
just personal opinion, I guess. Okay, so I have maxed that. Are there any new bubbles here? I'm sure everything here can get a couple.
My dream has come true.
There's a few different things
We
around here.
finally met. My dream has come
That one
true.
I can't interact with.
Knowing that what's by
Can I
my
interact with
side
this?
is unbreakable fills me with such joy.
Yes, I can.
Maury, was it? Why are you staring at me like that?
Oh, sorry. It's just, I've only seen you in bubble form before this. Seeing you in person feels kinda surreal.
Bubble form, you said?
Yeah. Sometimes Siren's old memories appear as bubbles. I've seen you in those.
Oh, I see. I had no idea something like that existed.
Sorry if my staring made you uncomfortable.
Indifferent. Admiring beauty is a natural thing to do.
Oh, Cinderella.
Well, good to know you're not upset. So this is the real Cinderella.
Hmm? What was that?
Nothing. Don't mind me. I'll be leaving soon.
How many of these are new?
Thank you, everyone. Which memory is this? Ah, I know what time frame this was.
Our story should have ended as a happy fairy tale. One that would have been remembered fondly for generations to come. But I ruined it all. I turned it into a story filled with pain and misery. But the story isn't over yet. I must continue writing it. Not just for myself, but for all of you as well. I promise that the story we'll write from now on won't be one of failure, but one with a happy ending. Come, let's write our story.
Cinderella was really amazing back then. Wherever Cinderella is, she has to survive. She has to live and reach that happy ending she's looking for.
She will. Because the commander cares about Cinderella.
Thank you, everyone. I wonder who it will be this time. Ah, it's Levi. Levi, is it really hard for you not being able to make bubbles? I don't know. It's not like I ever expected to be good at it anyway. Whatever, it's fine. If you're feeling down, would you like me to make you some grilled fish? You think you can toss me some grilled fish, and that's gonna magically make everything better? You mean it wouldn't make you feel better? Do you not like grilled fish anymore? That's not what I meant. Ugh, whatever. Just hurry up and make the fish. All right.
I need to read Mudfish eventually.
That's right. Levi really loved grilled fish. I wonder how she's doing now. I hope she doesn't blame herself too much. I miss you, Levi. Even though I know we'll never see each other again. We finally met. My dream.
This one I think I've already seen. Yeah, that one I've already seen on the last video.
Knowing that what's by my
I think
side
this one
is
too, right?
unbreakable fills me with this one. Is about Ave.
Yeah.
Those gifted with the Kotodama must use it for good. Otherwise, that power will only serve to isolate you.
That's what I told you when you first became a Nikke. I can trust you, right? That you're good?
Good.
If you don't feel you can trust yourself, use your Kotodama on yourself. Tell yourself that you're nice. Stupidly, ridiculously so. To a fault. I'm nice. Stupidly, ridiculously so. To a fault.
Hey, if it works, right?
Oh. Everyone was so taken aback when I said that. Ave laughed her head off. Ave, you were right. By living kindly, I've never been alone. I always wanted to tell you that. I miss you. We finally met. My dream has come true. Oh, this again? Last time they said it was one of some...
That one I saw. This one I remember. I know I saw.
Thank you, everyone,
This is
for
fun.
everything.
Although they grow variably even under the sea, you must not step over or pluck them. They're very excited to finally be out of gluttony. Let's just make sure we don't block the sunlight.
Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable
What the fuck?
fills me with such joy. Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills me with such joy.
I think all
I'll be
these I've
leaving
seen.
soon. Thank you,
Yeah, that one I saw.
We finally met. My dream has come true.
No one's around.
That one I also saw. That one was cute.
I'll be leaving soon.
I think this one's a
Thank
new one,
you,
right?
everyone.
I never thought I'd get to sleep on this bed again.
No.
I'm glad everything turned out okay in the end. Uni. I wasn't fair to you. I left you in the dark, and I left you to worry alone. I'm sorry. You're not mad? I can't promise that something like this won't happen again, but I will never abandon you again. That I can promise you. Thank you for believing in me.
I could have sworn I saw that bubble already.
My dream
Wait a minute.
has come true. Knowing that what's by my
Because it had
side
an
is
animation, so I guess the ones I
fills me
haven't
with
seen
such
yet do an
joy.
animation. That's gonna make this so much more convenient. Wait, did you have an animation?
Thank you, everyone, for everything.
Nope, you have already seen.
Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills me
And
with
then this
such
one I've
joy.
seen, right? Yeah.
We finally met. My dream has come true.
Cool.
We finally met. My dream has come true. Knowing
Was
that
that
what's
everything you
by
said?
my side is unbreakable.
We'll come back to the place
fills
even we
me with
don't know
such
exactly
joy.
when that will be. Oh, yeah, because they're gonna have to leave.
I'll be leaving soon. Thank you, everyone, for everything.
This is where useful things at the bubbles collected from the vacant lot are stored. You can take or use anything. By the way, there may be some bubbles mixed in them. Don't be too surprised if you come across one later. The bubbles seem to be using this place as a playground now that they're outside of Gluttony. Let me know if you need anything.
I'll be leaving soon. Thank you, everyone, for everything. We finally met. My dream has come true. Knowing that what's by my side
So this
is
one's new?
unbreakable fills me.
What is this?
It's a board game made out of bubbles.
You made this
No, I
yourself?
fucking hate that board game right now.
You taught me this a while back, Gabe. You said that playing this board game would help me learn to better control bubbles.
I did?
Cool. Want to give it a try?
I'm not sure I know how to play.
Oh. I'll show you how.
All right. I'll give it a try.
Oh.
Well, that's cute.
Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills me with such joy.
This is the bubble tree that grows bubbles. The bubbles on the tree. Did you hear once before? Aww.
Siren, I just realized something.
Oh?
You're able to speak now without relying on the Kotodama.
Oh. Yes. Being here for as long as I have, I finally figured out how to control it.
That's so beautiful. Even in a situation as desperate as this, you continue to work on yourself.
Seems like it. This resting place is well made. Very detailed. Did you build it while waiting for Cinderella?
Not just for Cinderella. I was waiting for Abe and everyone else to come here.
I see. You were waiting for me too. For such a long time. All alone. I'm sorry I was late.
Oh! No, you're right on time.
I mean, yeah.
This is a dream come true.
And she just got freed
Well
from
then,
gluttony like 3 seconds before you
I'm
guys
glad.
showed up.
Oh! I'll be leaving soon. Thank you, everyone. For every... Phew! The bubble workshop is finally cleaned up. I made so many bubbles here. The ones I sent outside which resembled Cinderella, Ave, Hansel, Gretel, Levi. Even a few that looked like me. Did they arrive at their destination? Did they find those whom they had been modeled after? Even if I disappear and become a mere bubble, will the bubbles be able to stay? I have to trust in the power Ave gave me. They will stay. They have to.
Oh.
We finally met. My dream has come true. Mori!
What? Why do you have that goofy grin on your face?
Because I'm thankful. I know you must have been scared, but you still came to get me. Thank you.
Don't be ridiculous. I wasn't scared at all.
Oh,
You don't believe me, do you?
no, I believe you. I know you're a brave person.
Oh, come off it. Just hurry up and get ready to go. Ihara and Mimi are waiting for us.
Oh,
That's the event. Well, there's the mini game too. The mini game is something I was actually trying to do while I finished eating, because I was eating before I came back here a bit more. So I did the mini game. Excuse me. And this damn thing is too hard. I've been hard stuck here for way too long. And even with these new traits that I got, I'm still stuck at number 14. Because number 14's when all the raptures start going to level 45.
I'll be leaving soon.
The game is so
Thank you,
cool,
everyone.
but
for
so stupidly
everything.
powerful.
We finally met. My dream has come true. Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills me with such joy.
I'm almost sad though that the theory I heard didn't come to pass. I'll take it. Thank you. Because I actually heard a theory that Siren was going to end up dead. I'm just gonna... Okay. I was just making sure I didn't have any battles left over. As far as the event goes, you know what, we're gonna do one on-stream roll, because I have 10 of these. So we're just gonna see what the high quality molds give me today. Oh, that is such a bad luck. Oh, I'm curious about these. I'm dying. Okay, I'm updating my sheet real quick. Hang on. I need to update this. My little... Oh shit, because I didn't update for when I pulled leader with Mihara. Right? So that pepper pull was an MLB. I also have another Quincy there. A guillotine. Hey, that guillotine. Hey, that's also an MLB on guillotine. Okay. And yeah, okay. I'm not gonna pull the manufacturer ones right now, just because that doesn't feel right to do. What I am doing right now, though, is opening this on the computer as well, just so I can show what's happening. I forgot I have that open like 3 tabs. Okay. Okay, should it be good now? Not gonna just hit that button because I don't know what I'll do, so we're gonna do this. Okay. Then we're just gonna zoom in a little bit. Oh god, that's a lot. Okay, either way. So we can definitely see if we go over, this is where I keep my numbers. I just like looking at, oh, hang on a second. I just realized I could be doing this and make my life so much easier. Or not, I guess I'm stupid. Alright, so, either way, so we're going back here. And I'm just re-pulling up Nikke on my phone just so I can get that number correct, because I have done a lot more pulls than that now. Yeah, fix that later. As it is, though, abnormal, we don't really pay too much attention to this mess just because those only come sometimes. But my pilgrim rate is still pretty good. By now, I've gotten 32 Nikke at MLB, which I am, or at least having the potential to be MLB, which I'm kind of happy with. Let's see, what else do we have here? Most of those are from Elysion, surprisingly enough, because Tetra is the one I have just the most overall in. They're also the ones that have the most percentage of being unique, too. So that's just an interesting observation there. Leader and Rouge are really trying to catch up with D to be my top, to be my first max core. Because as soon as we hit 10, because as soon as you pull an Nikke 10 times is when you get to core 7. Or no, it's 11 times. Right? Yeah. 11. Oh my god, why do I always have to download the update on my phone? But yeah, because I have the most Tetra Nikke overall. I guess it's even just more divided amongst them. Because let's see here. Look up D. Because That's... Yeah, that's 8 of these fuckers. Yeah, it's... Huh? No, 10, yeah. So, yeah, that's... Because that's 9, 10. I'll resort the range later. Uni's getting up there. We do add Siren to the team. I'm still only missing Dorothy as the point of as the point of annoyance for me. Did I? No. Okay. Because this isn't the main account that I use to edit this sheet. I just keep this account able to view it for stream like this. Huh. I just looked at the new challenges. Give me a second. One more time, just because I'm doing the edits on this finally. Because I'm looking right now. I have 4,462 total rolls. So, yeah. This part of the stream is a little scuffed, but, well, it's what it is. 4462. That's what I said, right? Yeah, 4462. I did a lot of rolls for Siren and Little Mermaid. I did a lot of rolls for what's it called? Mihara today. And back we go. Studio mode is actually kind of useful here. Either way. Yeah, because my stream deck is actually really nice doing this. So yeah, I'm at 6.88% for rolling SSRs right now. Round down, though, closer to the... I want to say closer to 6%, just because this does also include the... all the Nikkes I have, so including the crystals and the mileage shops. So... realistically, I could work out a formula to somewhat account for that. If I'm going to look into a formula for that later, just because I don't have the time to at this moment. Because that could work. It doesn't account for the gems or some of the other free ones. Those I'd have to manually remember how much I've gotten. Because gems aren't added into this number. But it would at least be closer. That's a future me problem, honestly. Either way. Still a lot of Tetra Nikke. Like, holy shit, so many Tetras. These three are really fighting it out for first. I know Drake is going to join that competition soon, specifically because of the Battle Pass. Alice is also fighting for it. Mary, dear God, I hope not. Yan, I'll take if she does it. Scarlet Black Shadow would be absolutely fucking hilarious if she became my first max core. I'm still holding out hope for D, though. Because D was my first SSR and my first max limit break. Aside from that, yeah. The percentage I roll... O3 over L3. Which one's L3? Oh, so the percentage I roll unique Nikke is about 3%. Is about 2.5%. Closer to 2% actually. Again, because of that numbers, which I think is fair. Especially because Nikke really does feel like an above average rolling. Because even though this number isn't always accurate in correlation to each other, it is still neat. And I'll probably put a template for this document up in a more public setting later, just in case anyone wants to track their percentages like I do. And hell, if it's I just find it fun. I'm a nerd though. I'm a big nerd. Yeah, because this is from Max Core. I still don't have any. I definitely think these formulas are neat. I do this through a Google Doc. It took me a while to get these formulas done right, and I gotta say I'm very pleased with myself for it. Aside from that, though, yeah. It's just interesting to see the numbers, especially since I did end up getting the Siren. I did end up getting the Mihara. My numbers are technically wrong again. They should be up by 1. So, yeah, closer to the 7. I'll say like 6.5-ish. Just because, again, I cannot calculate how many I've gotten from the orange gems over the years. Or over the year. Because actually, 2 days ago was my 1-year anniversary of playing Nikke. And I am very happy with that. I was kind of hoping Nikke would have given me, better odds or something for the day, because I only got like 1 SSR. But that was the event. I'm very sad with myself that I had to break that into 2 parts, but I had class I needed to be in, otherwise I'd fail. And then after I hang up this stream, I have homework I need to do. Aside from that, I hope anyone watching this VOD had a good time. I certainly had a good time doing the stream. I just put it in there, so my SSR average says 6.9. Then I could actually... No, I'm going to deal with formulas again later when I have the practice sheets up again.